we're focused on packages. So the first thing is switch your mind from onesie twosie to long-term and packages. So in order to do that, you want to have something to teach somebody for an extended period of time. We focus on 12 principles. So basically what that really means is each and every one of us, we have a specific outcome that we're looking to help a specific audience with, right? So stick with me, Paris, on this, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to take out the top 12 principles, topics, lessons that you've learned, and we're going to put it into a curriculum. All the curriculum is, what is somebody going to be learning in what order? That's really what it is, right? So what that looks like for you is, like, if we sit down and we have a conversation, I'll say, okay, or if we have more time in here, I would say, okay, I want you to sit down and I want you to think about what's the outcome you want people to achieve, and what are the top 12 lessons or principles you've learned that will allow people to get that result, right? So for example, if I'm looking at, let's say if it's us, right? So if you're looking at me and if I'm going through this and I'm saying, okay, well, my goal is to help make coaches really put their impact into the world, help them be able to generate a profit, help them minimum at least 6 figures, which is my goal for everybody I work with. So since that's what it is, what do they need to know? You know, they need to know their niche. They need to know the outcome that they're helping people with. They need to know what their program is. They need to know their price. They need to have their program set up. You feel what I'm saying? They need to have a social media schedule of how they post regularly. So I can come up with way more than 12, but I want all of us to come up with at least 12. So what you're going to do is come up with the top 12 that you've learned. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Paris? All right.
Yes.
So once you have your 12 principles, the next thing you're going to focus on, after you have the principles, you're going to focus on your products. Your products is another word for your deliverables. So essentially, your deliverables are what else you're going to include as part of your coaching program, right? So each and every one of our clients, they'll be happy to jump on a call with us each and every week. And by the way, 12 weeks is recommended. You can do more. I really recommend that you don't go less than 8, because when you work with people the longer you work with somebody, the more likely, the better chance they're going to achieve the result that you're giving them, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. That's why I don't like doing hourly too, is because what is somebody really going to master in an hour with you? They paid you a couple $100 or whatever they paid you, but what do they really, they might've got some head knowledge, but what do they really, you haven't really built a relationship with them. So anyway, I can say a million reasons why it's better to do a package, but that's why we want to do that. But also, what are the additional deliverables? Are you adding worksheets? Are you adding a group? Are you adding, like, we got members who they have couple programs. And one of the things they do for the couples is they put the couples in a weekend in a hotel for a weekend. That's kind of ill. Imagine you got a program and part of your program is sending your clients on a trip. That's kind of dope. And I promise you, nobody else in the marketplace has that. So part of this offer that we're creating here is differentiating you in the marketplace, because we know our industry is hot right now, right? Our industry is hot. Everybody want to be a coach. Everybody want to do what we do. But the problem is that people are not really thinking about how to differentiate themselves, right? So you have to differentiate yourself in the market, and the best way, or one of the best ways to do it, at least on the front end, is through your offer. We call it an executive offer. That's what we call it in this program, right? We call it your executive offer, right? So your executive offer considers these 3 P's, but your deliverables could be anything. I mean, it could be a check, it could be a worksheet, it could be an assessment, it could be it could be the replays of the calls, it could be whatever it is. Like, you can mail stuff to people's homes, it could be free tickets to an event, it could be a masterclass or a course, it could be your new book, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter, right? It just, the biggest thing is whatever you include as part of your deliverables or your products, just make sure that it's going to help people achieve the result easier, faster, and or better. That's the only reason you would add something in addition, is to help them do that. One of the things is this: the marketplace, don't get too hung up on price, because the market is going to tell you how much they feel like your program is worth. Don't take it personal. but they're going to tell you. How are they going to tell you? They're going to vote with their wallet. They're going to vote with their credit card, right? If they feel like it's worth the value. And that doesn't always mean that it's not worth the value. Sometimes it's just that you don't know how to articulate it professionally and well enough for them to sign up. So I remember during the early days, right, when this was even before I knew ET, right? So, but I was just following him online. Right now, I'm blessed enough to know him on a first name basis. But this is kind of when I was just kind of like researching. And one of the things that I realized is, I'm like, okay, I see ET, I see Tony Robbins there. You know, like I see what they're charging. Okay, I'm like, I'm gonna come out of the gate and I'm gonna charge $3,000 to speak to me. To get on the phone with me is $3,000. Now, mind you, this was like 5-6 years ago, right? I'm like, that's what I'm charging. How many people do you think at that time took me up on that and signed up for my program? I see Vincito, I see Marcy. Everybody put donut in the chat. Don't donut below. Donut. Nobody signed up. Why didn't they sign up? Is because I didn't have, my brain wasn't there at the time. I didn't have the confidence at the time. I didn't have the program. I wasn't clear on what people were really even getting working with me. I wasn't clear on the deliverables that I can really give them, right? You know, as you start piling on other things that you can give people, there's a certain amount you got to charge. Part of your deliverables could be, I want to meet you. I got a 12-week program and I'm going to meet you at least 3 times. I'm going to fly out to whatever city you're in 3 times. Well, at a minimum, you need to charge part of your price, the plane ticket. You feel what I'm saying? So like, that's why it's important. That's why it's important to really think through this. And then you can say, okay, not only what is the tangible cost, but what's the future cost? Like what's the return on investment that they're going to get? And I really had to think about it too, right? I'm like, okay, well, what is the return on investment? You know, obviously, okay, well, you know, I can show them how to make, you know, 6 figures, right? 10, 20, 30,000. We just had a member that, and some of y'all might have seen it in a free group that just made 28,000. Learning the same things I'm teaching y'all in this program, right? She made 28,000 in a month. The crazy part is that because we did all of the work ahead of time, she was able to command that type of revenue, right? Because she had all of this stuff. But one of the things when it really comes down to you understanding the price, it's what could somebody get as a return of working with me, right? So if I say, okay, I can get you to multiple 6 figures. I can get you to, you know, not only that, but your confidence is gonna increase. So because your confidence is increasing, your kids' confidence are gonna increase. You're gonna be able to send your kids to better schools. You know, you're gonna be able to, you know, just you having more confidence might make you start working out more. So your health is gonna be better. You find like I could come up with like we have an exercise called, everybody write this down. It's called 50 Reasons. For folks in our program, anytime I come across any one of us who's really struggling with charging high ticket, I have them go through this exercise. It's called 50 Reasons. Essentially, what that really means is I want you to pick a price and then I want you to come up with 50 reasons why it's worth that price. And you're going to write down all of the things that people are going to get, all of the benefits. Essentially, is like 50 benefits somebody get. You have the obvious benefits. That's what your party line is, right? That's I help X do Y so that Z. That's your party line, right? That was what I asked everybody at the beginning of this call. But then there's 49 other reasons, 49 other benefits that somebody gets that you may not even see, right? They get that now they're more focused. They're better at time management. They manage their money better. If somebody's great with their nutrition, now they got more energy to play with their kids. Now they got a better relationship with their kids. You see what I'm saying? Like it's so many benefits that we could come up with. So if you're ever struggling with price, go through this 50 reasons exercise and you're going to feel confident. You're going to want a 3x your price. We're blessed enough to be part of an industry where like it's fun helping people, like and we get a chance to generate revenue. We get a chance to like just do cool things. You know what I mean? So don't let anybody strip that from you. Don't let anybody make you feel like you less than you are. And just realize that just be you. We're in the best point in time of us doing this industry because literally you could blow up being you. Literally. You know what I mean? Just be yourself. And that's, and you know, that's really like some of the best advice that I can give you. You know what I mean? So